Hi, good day everyone. So today we're going to discuss about configurations management. Okay, so so the objective of this chapter is to introduce you to software configuration management processes and tools. When you have done with this chapter, you will know the essential functionality that should be provided by a version control system and how this is realized in centralized and distributed system. Second, understand the challenges of system building and the benefits of continuous integration and system building. And then understand why software change management is important and the essential activities in the change management process. And last but not least, understand the basics of software release management and how it differs from version management. Okay, so let's start our discussion on this configuration management. Software systems are constantly changing during development and use. Bugs are discovered and have to be fixed. System requirements change and you have to implement these changes in the new versions of the system. New versions of hardware and system platform are released and you have to adapt your system to work with them. Competitors introduce new features in their system that you have to match. As changes are made to the software, a new version of a system is created. Most systems, therefore, can be thought as a set of versions, each of which may have to be maintained and managed. So configuration management, or in short we call CM, is concerned with the policies, process, and tools for managing changing software system. You need to manage evolving system because it is easy to lose track of what changes and component versions have been incorporated into each system versions. Versions implement proposal for change, corrections of faults, and adaptation for different hardware and operating system. Several versions may be under development and in use at the same time. If you don't have effective configuration management procedures in place, you may waste effort modifying the wrong versions of a system, delivering the wrong versions of a system to customer, or forgetting where the software source code for a particular versions of the system or component is stored. Configuration management is useful for individual projects as it is easy for one person to forget what changes have been made. It is essential for team projects where several developers are working at the same time on a software system. Sometimes these developers are all working in the same place, but increasingly, development teams are distributed with members in different locations across the world. The configuration management system provides team members with access to the system being developed and manage the changes that they make to the code. The configuration management of a software system products involve four closely related activities. Okay, later I'll show you a figure 25.1, okay, for this one. So, so the activities of CM, configuration management, are listed here. So we have version control, system building, change management, and release management. The first one, version control. This involves keeping track of the multiple versions of system component and ensuring that change made to components by different developers do not interfere with each other. Second, system building. This is the process of assembling program components, data, and libraries, then compiling and linking these to create an executable systems. The third one, change management. This is involved keeping track of requests for changes to delivered software from customers and developers, working out the cost and impact of making these changes, and deciding if and when the change should be implemented. Number four, release management. This involves preparing software for external release and keeping track of the system version that have been released for customer use. So this is the diagram 25.1 mentioned just now in previous slide. So we can see how CM activities related with each other. So we have here system building, okay, version management, change management, and release management. So system building will in system building, together with version management, it will produce component versions and as well as system versions. So this system version will be used in change management, okay, and as well as used by release management. And then we're going to have a system release. Well, change management also will have will will produce change proposal. Okay, so the one in in these shapes, okay, triangle shapes. Sorry, this one is not triangle. Um, what is the shape? I've forgotten. So this one, the one in the shape is what called output, and this one is the process. Okay, yes, I remember it just now. It's not triangle, it's a rectangle. Yeah, similar sounds. Okay, so we continue the discussion. So because of the large volume of information to be managed and the relationships between configuration items, tool support is essential for configuration management. Configuration management tools are used to store versions of system components, build system from these components, track the releases of system versions to customer, and keep track of change proposal. Configuration management tools range from simple tools that support a single configuration management task, such as bug tracking, to integrated environment that support all configuration management activities. Agile development, where components and systems are changed several times a day, is impossible without using configuration management tools. The definitive versions of components are held in a shared project repository, and developers copy them into their own workspace. They make change to the code and then use system building tool to create a new system on their own computer for testings. Once they are happy with the change made, they return the modified components to the project repository. This makes the modified components available to other team member. Or this is how CM is used in agile development. Okay, next we discuss about development phase. The development of a software product or a custom software system takes place in three distinct phases. Okay, first, a development phase where the development team is responsible for managing the software configuration and new functionality is being added to the software. The development teams decides on the change to be made to the system. Second, a system testing phase. Where a versions of the system is released internally for testing. This may be the responsibility of a quality management team or an individual or group within the development team. At this stage, no new functionality is added to the system. The changes made at this stage are bug fixes, performance improvements, and security vulnerabilities repairs. There may be some customer involvement as beta tester during this phase. Third, a release phase where the software is released to customer for use. After the release has been distributed, customer may submit bug reports and change requests. New versions of the release system may be developed to repair bugs and vulnerabilities and to include new features suggested by customer. Okay, for large system, there is never just one working version of a system. There are always several versions of the system at different stage of development. Several teams may be involved in the development of different system versions. So figure 25.2 here shows a situation where three versions of a system are being developed. Okay, version 1.5 of the system has been developed to repair, bug fix, and improve the performance of the first release of the system. It is the basis of the second system release, which is referring to R1.1. Okay, this one. And the second one, version 2.4, is being tested with a view to it becoming release 2.0 of the system. No new features are being added at this stage. While number 3, version 3 is a development system where new features are being added in response to change requests from customer and the development team. This will eventually be released as release 3.0. Okay, this one. So this is how multi-version system developments happen. So these different versions have many common components as well as components or component version that are unique to that system versions. The configuration management systems keep tracks of the components that are part of each versions and include them as required in the system build. In large software projects, configuration management is sometimes part of software quality management. The quality manager is responsible for both quality management and configuration management. When a pre-release version of the software is ready, the development team hands it over to the quality management team. The QM team check that system quality is acceptable. If so, it then becomes a control system, which means that all changes to the system have to be agreed on and recorded before they are implemented. Okay, next, here we have configuration management terminology. Sorry, this is some CM terminology that you should get used. So take a moment to read this. Yeah. So you should pause this video for a while and read the read this terminology one by one in on the PowerPoint slides. Okay, there's no other way because this is just definition. Okay, of this every of this term. Anyhow, I'm going to explain some of this term because some of this term is actually an important concept in configuration management, as well as this one, another terminology. Okay, so yeah, so it's time for coffee breaks. Okay, until I see you again in the next video. So see you then and bye for now.